Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 3 Reunion Part 1. And first part of the segment was all centered around the drama between Scrappy, Bambi, and Erica Pinky. Scrappy and Erica Pinky going back and forth about who wanted to sleep with who. She's like, you was calling me all the time, you wanted to get with me, but I didn't want to get with you. But clearly, Erica Pinky, you was sending signals like you can come over at any time. When you open the door with those booty shorts on and those like thigh-high socks, you were calling for Scrappy to be over there. Now, I don't know who else would answer the door like that unless they was trying to, seduce a man. Scrappy's like, no, you wanted to get with me. Bambi's calling Erica Pinky an inspiring side chick, which I about fell off. I about fell out my chair when she said that. I was like, oh, an inspiring. She's not one yet, but she's inspiring to be one. Not Bambi, but Erica Dixie pops in like, how you, Bambi, how you gonna talk about her when you was sitting Scrappy when we was together? And she's like, no ma'am, that didn't happen. Didn't Erica talk about something else, how Scrappy was like trying to get with her a few weeks ago, and she's like, take a lie detector to prove it, because I'm telling the truth. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't happened. You fell asleep. I went home. Yada yada yada. But we gonna get to that in a little bit. But they going back and forth. Mama D has to shut it down because there is trouble in the midst of the kingdom, and she is not trying to have this. Y'all will not be sitting there while she's on her throne, which is a chair like everybody else's, but on her throne, and be acting like that towards her son. So yeah, and they discuss how Bambi was mad that Erica Pinky knew about her having miscarriage, and she's like, I know that's your friend, but the first time you meet me, you shouldn't be bringing that to my face. You should be like, hey, nice to meet you, I'm yada yada yada. Here, help celebrate Scrappy's birthday, and keep it a day. Your first word shouldn't be, hi, I'm sorry about the miscarriage. Like, who does that? And, but, Eric Pinky's like, well, you and your homegirls was all on Instagram talking about how my ex-boyfriend used to beat on me, and so, was it retaliation? What? I don't know. Oh yeah, and let me add in that Scrappy was like, Erica Pinky girl, I didn't need you. There is plethora of women out there. All these women in here. All these women in Atlanta. I wasn't just focused on you, girl. That was just me and my drunken stupid. You know how Scrappy gets. He gets drunk and starts to texting folks that he don't need to be texting, and then they call him out on his stuff. So Scrappy, I'm gonna need you to stop getting drunk. Because isn't that kind of like a violation of your probation or some kind of violation with rehab? But I know if you went to rehab, you're supposed to get rid of all alcohol and drugs. But yeah, you need to stop all that Scrap, because you're just making all kinds of trouble for yourself. So I need you to just stop. And then they get to discussing Rasheeda and Kirk's drama and what went on from him saying that she cheated, not believing the baby was his, cheating on her, getting a DNA test on the baby, and actually hiring some random waitress from a bar to take care of their baby, and wishing Rasheeda's mom in the face for kissing the baby in the lips. Now, if all that wasn't reason to leave Kirk, but I guess you throw me an I'm sorry party in our front yard and give me a new car, Rasheeda's like, okay, I can forgive all that what you did, we'll go down dirty dog. But Kirk's reason for getting the DNA test on the baby is because Rasheeda's mama said that baby got my blood in it and my DNA, he ain't got yours, so he took that as Rasheeda cheated. He never mind the fact that mama could just be mad at him for that time for all the foolishness he did. But he's like, okay, she cheated. I need to go get this DNA test on the baby. And I guess she just looked over the fact that when he tried to hire that nanny, she was like, well, I was under the impression that y'all was separated, but y'all just living in the house taking care of the baby. So she looked past it. So like this whole thing is, I think it was just something for TV. To get ratings, get people to talk about them, because they wouldn't really doing it for real to get people to talking. So I guess him denying their baby and getting a DNA test and doing all that was going to put them further in the spotlight. But I wouldn't do that just to be on TV and get my name on out there. It's like certain things you just can't do. Just like working with friends on the TV show seems like a bad idea to me. Because look at Benzino and what's his name, Stevie J. They was best good friends like Forrest and Bubba, and now they can't even be in the same room with each other because of being on this TV show and what it's doing to their relationship. But we gonna get to them later on or in the next episode because they ain't really talking about them. But yeah. So we gonna move over to this drama between Carly, Young Jock, and Khadija. And Jock continuously cheating with Khadija, which further making Carly mad. Like, how come I can't get a good man? But like, it's only Carly had a man ever. Is it just me? As each new season, Carly had her new man. Maybe that's just me, but it just seems like it. But anyway, she's like, yes, I caught him cheating. He's like, well, she used to beat me, and I'm like, what? And yeah, apparently she found his phone, and she didn't like what the message said or whatever, or whoever called or what have you, and she confronted him, leaped on his back, scratched him a little bit, pulled his thumb. They fought, but ended up having sex in the end. So, Jack, what you're saying, are you saying that she was crazy, but you know she was a good lover in bed, so that's why you kept on coming back? I'm not getting this, but he's like, yeah, he did this whole show of, yeah, she jumped on my back, I twisted and turned, she pulled my finger, I slid to the side like this, I did a roll and tuck, I hopped up, then I tried to leave, but we ended up having sex. Like, he was all over the floor, just rolling around acting stupid. Carla's like, yes, that's what I gotta do. If I think my man is cheating, I'm gonna do everything I can do. But he was like, I was already broke up and you were still over here messing with us. Like, it seemed to me, and I think somebody else said that. I think it's Rock said that. It seemed like that Carly was the side chick because Jack was always trying to make sure Khadija was alright over Carly. Like, when, you know, Carly leaped at Khadija and Khadija fought back in full force, Jack was like, you alright, girl? Man, what's wrong with you doing this? You need to step back. Like, it's like he was more concerned about Khadija, and it's like, is it that he likes Khadija more? Like, Carly was just like, good time, girl. I don't know. I have some more questions. What was Benzino wearing? Was Stevie and Jocelyn high? Because they was over there just acting a little too strange, even for them two. And I'm like, what is going on with them two? Are they high? What's going on? But Benzino's like, yeah, because Steve was like, it's getting hot in here. He's like, yeah, that's that cocaine talking to you. You're getting hot. He decided to put that rest down. But the way they was acting, it was just something about it just wasn't right with me. I'm like, something ain't right here. What's going on with them two? But we gonna find out. Oh yeah. Back to the lie detector test. Scrappy, he was ready to leave. He's like, I'm out of here. Only Jill's gonna make me take a lie detector test because Erica Dixon, the mother of his child, was like, well, within the last month or so, Scrappy performed oral sex on me. He's like, man, that wasn't me, that's a lie. I ain't do it. So he decided to take lie detector test. He said he didn't do it, but within the last month, lie detector proved that he did. Wow, I think, who was it? Nico's like, man, them test me fine. Is it Nico or Steve? Them test me fine. He's like, yeah, I know. Whether that's true or not, she described it in full detail what happened, but I was like, well, first you said it was at a hotel. She said at the hotel was a whole different thing, but you know, I stopped that right then and there. The whole him performing oral sex was at my house. We got drunk, played cards, watched the movies. Next thing you know, my panties was in. But I stopped it right then and there. And Ben was like, how you gonna talk about this gal over here when he was doing the same thing? She's like, well, I stopped it. I was drunk, and that's my excuse. Like, I guess Erica feels like I'm the mother's child. Even I can sleep with him anytime I want to, whether we together or not, and it will not look bad on me because I have his child. I can't wait to see what happens next week because Charleston, I guess, on her threat to, beat Benzino down. She went way to the show, but it looked like some other people, got hit in the crossfire, or she aimed her attention at them. So yeah, that's basically what happened. And if I left anything out, by all means, drop it down below in the comments. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.